And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. I'm your host, CRPG Guy. And now we are ready to go south.
Good timing. We've got the destiny at our good thing we've got the destiny at our command.
I swear to God, I can speak English.
We'll be to the Blue Dragon Cave now. Told us about no time at all. And if we go south from here, I think we can stop in that Horum for snacks and supplies.
So, a reminder of where to go. Hey. Speaking of which, here we are. Where are all the whores at? It's called Horum. I expect it to be called the same. Never mind. Alright, so there we go. And before we get too far here, there's goodies to find. Starlight, Starbright, the first star I see at night. I wish I may get some hot giggity goo tonight. Alright, and we'll head up and over and yoink protection ring, which just increases defense. I don't think we're gonna be. Well, let me see here. Yeah, it gives her range back, so it's an upgrade over that. So, and then we can't alter anything of Lucia's. In we go. And we get blue pajamas, which, yeah, a character can equip them, but they're just blue pajamas. That's all that they do. And really quick, we'll head up here. Yoink. And there's one on the other side, I believe. And yes, it is. Alright, so now let's go and gear up, because there is a... Get out of the way. There are stores in town. Time for middle gear. Alright, so we get the Platinum Blade, which we already have, I believe. The Samurai Sword. You can see it slows us down a little bit, though. But it gives us speed-wise, but agility and attacker up. So, yoink for me. And yoink for you. Let's get these equipped. And then let's look at the other gear here. If you're short on cash, you're going to want to prioritize anybody with melee attack, I assure you. So let's buy a warrior shield. Bejeweled bracelet, the jewel gauntlet, which we're not going to put on right now. Warrior armor, yay. You know, I'm not reading these, sorry. Warrior shield, large enough to deflect any blow. Bejeweled bracelet, taste the rainbow. This jeweled gauntlet, this is a real gem. Warrior armor, heavy duty and dent resistant. Holy clothes, these reflect a priest's virtue. They definitely don't reflect Ronfar's virtue, I assure you. Immortal robe magically boosts defense. That's a nice little upgrade. No, not really, but it's still good. It's better than a swift kick to the nuts. Warrior head, full head protection. Prayer bandana. So it lowers his magic defense by 1, but it ups regular defense and everything else. And the ritual hairpin. Now, I will say this, we really only need 1, but it looks like we already got some, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and equip said gear. She has nothing to change out. But you do. And then we can sell off the old weaponry. No, we can sell that. You know, we can sell the iron clogs, too. If we really need cash, we could sell 3 of those, but I think we're good for now. Looking good. And what I want to do really quick... We'll do that. Nope. That. And that. There's a reason I put the Shiro crest there as well. It's one thing I have to do in a minute. So let's go ahead and make a save now that we're here. We're all geared up. We're all geared up. You'll notice we had enough money. With some money to spare, but not a lot. So again, that little bit of grinding is already going to help you with your money issues as well. So just be wary of it, you know? I have a feeling I'm pretty sure I saved properly. Yes, yes. And we're going to have to do some some moderate tactical tampering in a little bit. Because something cool's going to happen. There is no one among you with the strength of heart to enter the tournament and face Lun. Don't you understand? If Lun wins the very tournament that I challenged him to enter, then we are acknowledging the Shadow Dragon Fist as the ultimate martial art. I'm sorry, Master, but I can't forget what happened a month ago. None of us can. We were helpless to stop Lun as he defeated every one of our teachers, including you. How are we supposed to defeat Lun when we are mere students? Damn it, if only we had more strength, we could beat Lun. I know we could. No, strength alone is not the way to conquer an opponent. If we use only strength, we might as well use the Shadow Dragon Fist ourselves. The true strength of martial arts comes from the heart. Lun was taught that, but he still doesn't understand. Fair enough. It's unavoidable now. I must fulfill my responsibility, my duty as Lun's teacher. Visitors, I'm sorry, but we are very busy now. Please return to the dojo later. Much later. My name is Jean, sir. I know this will sound rude, but I happened to overhear your conversation with your students. Please, sir, I must find Lun and gain entry into the tournament. You mustn't talk such nonsense, girl. This is a matter of life and death. No, wait. You wear the outfit of a dancer, but I sense that it's more of a disguise. I came here to settle things, teacher, once and for all. I will use my fist to confront my past, when I was a member of the Shadow Dragon cult. The cult? Stand firm, both of you. Please, Jean, I would ask you to continue with your story. The end. Capturing children and turning them into assassins. Lun, why? Jean, you cannot erase your past by defeating Lun. And you must realize that. So why do you wish to fight? I don't want to fight Lun to try and erase my past, teacher. I want to fight him because of what Hero taught me. Only by fighting Lun can I confront my past, accept it, and move on with my life. That is why I must fight Lun. That is why I must use this cursed martial arts. And then I will be free of it. All of it. Jean, if you intend to use the Shadow Dragon Fist, I cannot let you enter the tournament. The person who fights Lun must use the Blue Dragon Fist. Now hang on just a minute, Dojo Dude. Why can't Jean use the martial arts she knows?
Yeah! What's the difference? Blue Dragon, Shadow Dragon, it all looks the same to me.
That's correct. The Blue Dragon Fist and the Shadow Dragon Fist are absolutely identical.
What?
The Blue Dragon Fist draws upon the light in a person's heart, and the Shadow Dragon Fist calls upon the darkness. They're two sides of the same coin. Only a person who has called upon light and darkness can master the Blue Dragon Fist. The martial art you practice is not cursed, Jean. You have simply failed to notice. The martial art you use is the Blue Dragon Fist.
Well, wow.
Sounds like a cop-out! Jean, I choose you to represent our dojo in the tournament.
You did it, Jean!
Blue Dragon Fist versus the Shadow Dragon Fist, huh? My money's on you, Jean, because I hear you're pretty good at fisting.
And when you're done beating Lun to a pulp, I'll go through his pockets and steal his silver.
I would wish you luck in the tournament, Jean, but I know you're going to win. Thank you, everyone. Now then, Jean, while your outfit is pleasant, it is not suitable for the tournament. Would you instead wear the uniform of our dojo? Of course I would. Thank you. Thank you, Jean. You there. Show her to the changing room. Oh, excuse me. This waifu has claws.
Once I tried to bury the past, but it will not be buried. The knowledge haunts me. I will deny it no more. And so it has come to this. I must now embrace what I once despised. The time has come to put aside the mask I have chosen to wear. I'm finished running away. This is my destiny.
She's going to be a master defeater. What did you think I was going to say? You guys are sick. The power of a fisting is strong. Teacher, I promise to prove myself worthy of wearing this wonderful uniform. I know that you will, Jean. Here, take this. Invitation. You cannot enter without it. I hope you are able to achieve what I could not, Jean. I hope you can make Lun realize how much his quest for power has cost him. Don't worry, teacher. I'll show him the error of his ways and the back of my fist in his ass. Well said. Go now, Jean, and draw strength from our prayers. So Jean is literally in a promotion system storyline. She's literally done just that. No more fan. No more fan. But instead, and she has no more ranged attack. She has a fist attack now, and you can see I put the 2 healing rings on her for a reason. The Shiro crest is a necessary thing for her as well, and she's even got stuff better than her old gear. This is the only thing that's a little debatable, but you're sacrificing her defense, which isn't that good to begin with. So maybe a better candidate would be Lamina, where she's gonna pretty much adopt this item instead of Jean, because she needs the higher defense, because if so facto, she's got to now move to the front row if we want her to be effective. So yeah, so we need to rechange some of this around here. So really, we could put what we'll want to do for now is probably put Lucia back there. Hiro's fine there. Numbnuts, Ronfar can go almost anywhere because of his range, but we don't want him so close in the back row that everybody ends up getting hit. The people in the back row get hit, so that's probably the layout for now. And that's going to obviously change and wig out a little bit later to being whatever we need it to be. But for the most part, that's what we need to have done. Because she's a frontline fighter. You'll also notice, and maybe you saw it before, number 1, her attack is not necessarily up there with the big guys, but she gets 3 attacks instead of the 2 that she got before. She's also going to get to attack first in a round as well. So that's something you also want to be weary of. Not in a bad way, like, oh, you should be afraid of it, but you should be aware that that's something that you can do. I believe there's a treasure in here. Yes, the rubber boot, which I forget what it does. Insulate and protects against what? I'm not sure what it's supposed to protect from, but I forget what it does. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So the setup we have for her temporarily is going to be good for what's coming up. And before we get too far, we're also going to go to the item shop, and we're going to fill up on herbs and anything else that we kind of need. If we need starlights, we have some extra money sitting around, so we could do that. The starlight thing you got to be careful with, because when we start using some of those new abilities, they're going to become very expensive. And what's going to happen... We could probably sell these guys. They've already lost their value at this point. Yeah, so maxing out Starlights isn't a bad idea, or at least staying high up. We're at 17, so I'm not going to buy any more for the time being. I think we'll be okay, but we'll max that out for sure. We can buy Power Crest, which I want to buy... One... Don't worry, it's for something for later. I assure you. So that's an interesting one there. All abilities slightly increased, but that's not what we have that for. But yeah, I wanted to make sure we had some of those, and we have 3 Shiro Crests out on characters, which means we only really needed to keep 2 more, so we can sell 2 of these. And that won't hurt anything. There's only so many characters in the game, you know. We'll keep the pajamas because why not? To make up for some of our expenses, we'll sell 3 of these guys. Kind of puts us back where we were. Yeah, sell 1 more. No, we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I think we're okay with everything else. Alright, so... Yeah, I bought those for a reason. I know that seems weird, but I bought them because I can. I can! Alright, we're ready to move on. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's move. And let's make a save. And in we go. Do 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 do. Hee hee hee. The tournament is soon to begin. Blood will fly gaudily. The weak will soon become the dead. But spectators like you are not allowed in this tournament by order of Wang Li. How sad. I would like to watch all of you vomit as you witness the carnage. We've come here to win this tournament, you sadistic pig. Take a look. You're a curious girl, aren't you? Coming here to get your pretty face kicked in? I look forward to watching you bleed and hearing your pathetic pleas for mercy. What a douche. So, pretty much Mortal Kombat, guys. Pretty much Mortal Kombat. I believe... Nah, I don't remember. But we're good. Anyway, I believe we gotta talk to this dude. The tournament is a single elimination format match. Winners move on and losers go home, usually in body bags. There are 8 teams in the tournament, and each team has 3 members. The last team standing earns the right to proclaim their art as the strongest. The first round of competition is about to begin. Is your team ready to fight? Let's get it on! Good. Now then, which 3 members of your team will be fighting this round?
I'll be on the team, of course.
Our second fighter will be Hiro.
That is, if you don't mind helping me, Hiro.
Of course I'll help you, Gene.
Thanks, Hiro.
Well, then the third and final fighter is...
Gene, you don't have to ask. As the only guy left on the team, you have to choose me.
Isn't your way of thinking a little, I don't know, piggish? Maybe you haven't heard, but women are quite capable of doing anything men can do.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lamina. So I guess you should take my place. I'm glad to see you doing something so unselfish, by the way. You are aware that there isn't any prize money in this tournament, right?
Well, Gene, good luck. Lucy and I will be right over here cheering for all of you.
That's usually how that plays out, isn't it? Thanks, Ronfar. I needed a good laugh to ease the tension. Alright, you guys. I know it's only the first round, but fight with all your strength. We can't afford to play it safe, because we can't afford to lose. Mortal Kombat! Easiest thing you can do is just gang up on them one at a time. Bottom line. Also known as taking them on a trip to Murder Town. And since Jean goes first every time, we'll be able to ensure that Shiro and Ronfar go second, and in turn make it easier to pick them off one at a time. Though we theoretically could use skills, we just don't want to use Jean's skills. So we could use skills. Again, I'm going to reiterate what I just said. We can use skills. We just want to make sure not to use Jean's skills right now. Ronfar and Hiro, not a problem. Right now, they all seem to be ganging up on Hiro, which I am totally okay with. Look at how much stronger she is, though, right now. She's doing good damage. And boom goes the dynamite. And Jean levels even better. Which, again, is going to pull her away from, what's her name? Lumina. So, 2 to attack, 2 to defense, 2 to agility, 1 to speed, 1 to magic defense. Also, I didn't show it to you, but I will show it to you in the next fight before I forget. But you'll see what I mean in a moment. Congratulations, your team has advanced to the second round. The other matches are still in progress, so I suggest you rest until we're ready to proceed. Meh. Well, that was easy. Did those fools think it was a sparring match or what?
No, those fools made the mistake of getting into a fight with Hiro.
We can't get cocky, you guys. Not until we've beaten the Shadow Dragon cult. Whoa! What was that? Why did you bother to enter this tournament, you morons? Your skills are pathetic. You've won. Please, stop. Shut up, fools. Fools like you are not allowed to speak in our presence. We reject your feeble attempts to surrender. A victory must be absolute. Observe! Now, do you understand the power of the Shadow Dragon the Fist? Do you? Why did they do that, Jean? They'd already won the match. That's the nature of the Shadow Dragon karate, Hero. Members of the cult hunger for blood. They don't want to win, they want to kill. Murder! Murder, 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 murder. So let me show you this really quick while we have this open. Jean has new skills. Blue Dragon Palm, Blue Dragon Kick, and the Doppel Dance. Mostly these are the ones we care about the most. The Doppel Dance is pretty cool. We ready to start the second round? Is your team prepared? As ready as we'll ever be. Let's do it. Alright, so now we have the Fresh Ninjaru. This time we're going to go a little harder on him. Again, only using Ronfar and Jean's MP. We should be okay. You notice we didn't kill any of them either. But what we're hoping is for them to kind of group up a little bit. They didn't really group up. Get some.
Burn, burn, burn!
You can see they're poisoning us too. Let's see if we can finish this one off. There we go. You see we're putting a lot more effort into this fight.
Dodge this!
This battle's pretty much done. Sweet. We're not out of the woods yet. Congratulations, your team has advanced to the final round of the tournament. Your opponents in the Grand Championship match are the Shadow Dragon Cult.
I was hoping someone would take care of those homicidal maniacs for us, but I guess we'll have to take care of them ourselves.
Yup. Let's go ahead and heal everybody back to full. And we're pretty much good to go. We are ready to begin the final match. Are you prepared to face the Shadow Dragon Cult? You better believe it. Start the final battle. It's funny, I thought I'd be a little scared of these Shadow Dragon guys, but for some reason I can't stop laughing. Weird, huh? It's not weird at all, Ronfar. I think it's very normal to laugh in the face of death. Ha 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 ha. I can't succumb to the hatred I feel for Lund. If I do, he's already won the fight. I will defeat Lund with Blue Dragon Karate. I will dissolve the darkness with light. I wonder why they went with karate instead of kung fu. It seems more like kung fu to me. Just saying. So now we have these clowns. So the best thing that we can do is Gene probably can't reach that one. So let's focus more on. You can't do that either. And there's no guarantee he's gonna hit any more than one. So we'll go for one of the ones up front. We'll have Ronfar. Well, Ronfar's probably gonna get a turn before these guys, but we'll see what happens. For it's hard to tell the first round how this is gonna play out. But these guys hit pretty hard, so being prepared for that is our best strategy. But also keeping our characters kind of grouped together is also equally good, whereas I probably... Okay, let's see what happens here. If we can get them grouped together, we really can benefit. And Hero's just a beast, taking almost no damage there. That's really cool. But this power attack should do a lot more. And it worked in our favor. The weak one's up there, and they're in a line. Battalion Sword! No, we're not using anything of hers. Probably should attack the other one. Just to make sure he's nice and weak, we'll do that, because this is next.
Burn, burn, burn!
Ouch. So we'll have Ronfar heal the next round. Because, yeah, they're going to keep doing that. And we can do that. I said it was... I'm going to do what I said we were going to do with them. There we go. Nice crit. Hopefully we can get them both.
Burn, burn, burn!
Nice. But you can see they're both still alive, so...
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Yeah, baby, yeah! Nice dodge. Yeah, just let him attack. I don't know why I did that just now, but I did. Again, it's most of the reason why we're getting through this a lot more easily than the last fight even, is because we're just that much stronger. You know, the little bit of leveling that we did is paying off dramatically. And boom goes the dynamite. And Hero gains a level with 2 attack, 1 defense, and 2 agility, 1 speed, 2 wisdom, and 1 magic defense. Sweet. He's almost a level 40. Woo! Amazing. The winners of the tournament are Jean and her friends.
I knew we could do it, Hero. The Shadow Dragon Cult never had a chance.
We could do it, Ruby. All I remember you doing is sitting on your little pink butt.
Did you say something, Ronfar? I didn't think so.
Alright, so we won, but we're not out of the woods yet. What we need to do is heal on up. And since Jean hasn't used any MP, which is what I what I planned for us to do here, prepared for us to do. That way we don't have to waste any starlights. Now, again, if you're lower level than me, use her skills by all means. Use her abilities. But since she's pretty beefed out just on her own, we didn't need to do it.
I knew you would win, Jean. You are still the finest I have ever produced. Jean, you still haven't come to realize the truth, have you?
Silence, Lun. It's time for you to make good on your promise and fight me.
Jean. The martial arts are nothing more than an efficient way to terminate opposers. Power is not a reward. It's a jewel to be snatched from the weak and foolish. As one of my former students, you should know this better than anyone else. You always were the bright one. The only way to defeat me is to compromise your principles by using my karate of death. Join me again, Jean. I know that's what you want more than anything.
You're wrong, Lun. Your worm-infested heart hides the truth from your eyes. Power grows when spread amongst the many, and perishes when hoarded by a few. I intend to show you the power of free will by delivering a crushing blow to you in the tournament.
If I win, you will no longer use the Shadow Dragon Fist. You will no longer take children from their homes and train them in your twisted art. Very well, Jean. If you win, I will forsake the Shadow Dragon Fist forever. But what incentive do I have to win, Jean, besides the utter satisfaction of killing you? Of course, if I win, I will be allowed to claim the lives of all your friends. Well, Jean, are you friends willing to place their faith in you? And I suppose I have to win. All of you, please entrust me with your lives. Can I just lend it to you instead? Don't worry, Jean, I know you're gonna win. Well, why don't we all fight with Jean, just to make sure? Good idea, right? I appreciate the offer, Ronfar, but I have to do this myself. Don't worry, Ronfar, I know Jean is gonna win, because our faith makes her strong. Jean, the course you have chosen has placed the future of this world in your hands. If you lose here, the entire world will feel the pain of the defeat for eternity. Don't worry, Lucia. I've waited too long for this moment, and I don't intend to lose. Lun, this is your last fight. Time to bend over, Lunny boy. We're going elbow deep. In your ass! Alright, so there's not much we need to do in preparation. All we need to do is Blue Dragon Fist him right into the ground.
Blue Dragon Punch!
Kerblamo! My nuts! Yeah, look at that. Whoops! Good thing she's doing what I wanted her to do. Yeah, so you can see the 2 healing rings on her. I'm gonna make this a little bit easier, because instead of taking 63, she's really taking only like 11 or 12, something very small. Now, Lun's gonna do some other things, by the way. He started pretty easily, but he can do pretty good damage, though, if we're not careful. There's some damage that we should worry about. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and we can take another hit.
Blue Dragon Punch!
So there's him healing himself and boosting his defense. Can't do much about the defense, but we can continue doing what we're doing. And as you can see, we easily go faster than him. Again. We shouldn't need to use a starlight, but that could change. It just depends. We'll heal most of that right there.
Blue Dragon Ball!
Okay, so he's gonna hit us pretty hard. So this round we're gonna use a... Actually, no, we'll attack. We should be okay, and we're gonna go first next round, but let's just hit him anyway.
Blue Dragon Ball!
So he's gonna do about 120 to us. Or did we just win? We just won. So look at that. Didn't even have to use a single item. Suck on that one! It's time for your fisting. Lube free. Well done, Gene. But how did you use the Blue Dragon Fist? I never thought you anything. I never taught you anything about that art.
My technique hasn't changed at all, Lun. It's my heart that has changed. I use the skills you taught me, but I don't use them to kill. I use my skills to fight for my friends and for the future. I don't know if it's the Blue Dragon Fist. I don't know if it even has a name. I just entrust my body to the warmth and the strength that I feel in my heart. I believed that I would become invincible if I cut off my own emotions. But you go strong by drawing upon your emotions and by placing your faith in others. I don't understand, but I could not overcome your strength, and I must acknowledge your power. Lun, please give us the aura of the Blue Dragon. Here, it is yours. Do as you wish with it. I have no use for it anymore.
Sweet.
The cave in which the Blue Dragon sleeps is to the north of here. The revival of Zophar means nothing to me, nor do I care about the Blue Dragon. I obeyed Athena's chosen only so that I could devote myself to fighting. I just recalled something that my teacher Wong Li once told me. He said that there was no way to teach the Blue Dragon of Fist, but that you would know when you have mastered it, because you would feel it in your heart. I didn't understand what he meant, but now I must retrain myself. I want to feel what you do, Jean. Your words will remain with me forever, Jean, engraved on my heart. During my fight with you, Jean, I began to remember. When I was young, I took up martial arts because I wanted to be strong. I savored the calmness I found in training. I enjoyed knowing I could defend myself. But I became obsessed with strength. I began to crave it. And I turned on myself. I embraced the Shadow Dragon Fist and gave up my identity.
So there it is. I know, a little anticlimactic probably for some of you, but it served its purpose. We actually now have access to the Blue Dragon Cave.
You should be able to use the aura I gave you to revive the Blue Dragon.
Okay, so it's to the south of Horum. You cannot travel there by foot, however, you need a boat. Well, we have transportation, my friend. We have transportation. It's not actually south, it's north of us, to be specific. It tastes like healing. So, not too bad. We got through it all the same. Let's go ahead and follow the river. I believe here. And I believe this is it. We'll just make sure that we're here before we go too far. But we are good. We don't need Jean to have both of these on anymore. So we'll go ahead and refocus our efforts on her magic defense. More so than the healing. And even for Hiro, we can do that. And that should be fine. And yeah, so here we are in the Blue Dragon Cave. And when we come back on the next episode, we will be going and releasing the seal on the Blue Dragon, and hopefully be able to do that with relative ease. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and when we come back, Blue Dragon Cave, ho! And so we'll be getting there soon and in due course. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for live RPG gameplay, tabletop games, and more. Don't miss out on it. It's a fun show. I'd love to have some of you guys stop by and say how to do. And that's how you support my YouTube channel. You can support it by supporting us on Twitch and subscribing to the channel. And there's a donation thing there if you want to do any of that kind of stuff, because all those things help us out. And all of that good stuff. So, whew. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.